Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Glow Up Podcast. If you are new to the podcast, my name is Megan, and this podcast is all about glowing up. We talk about self-care, self-love, confidence, Jesus, all of the above. So welcome to the podcast. So today I want to talk about self-reflection. I think self-reflection is definitely a powerful tool for growth, and I want to talk about that today. What gave me the idea was today, it being the last day of the month, the 31st of July. And as we walk into this new month, I have learned so many valuable lessons in every area of my life. And what I like to do is to kind of sit down and reflect on, the lessons that I've learned, the situations that I've been through, and really going back and reflecting, how could I have handled this different? What were my emotions in this? How could I have processed this different? And this is a really powerful tool for you to grow and develop, because a lot of times we are repeating the same kind of cycles, the same kind of patterns, because we haven't learned the lesson and we haven't responded in a different way. And I think it's because we don't really take the time to really sit back and reflect. And so I want to talk about that. So one of the things that I like to do is I journal, and I'm a huge advocate for journaling, because journaling is a way for you to go back and see how far you've come, especially in this glow up journey. And when you first start, it's can be a lot, especially if you're walking this through with the Holy Spirit. It could be a lot, but however, as you're walking through this process, you can go back and see how far you've come, how you've handled different things differently because you did your self-reflection. So definitely I would recommend investing in a journal. And so to start off, with today, like I said, we're going into this new month in July. We're going into this new month in August, And, what are the lessons that you've learned in the month of July? What are some of the challenging situations that you've been in? What did you learn about yourself? What did you learn in that situation? What emotions came up? How could you have handled it differently? And just really going back and asking yourself these tough questions. Self-reflection will really get you to analyze yourself. It makes you a little bit more self-aware of how you handled situations. So that way you can either, one, learn to do something differently, or, get the help that you need, so that way you're not repeating those same cycles. And so I know that self-reflection is probably a tool. It is a tool that a lot of counselors use. They ask you these questions, but, if you don't feel comfortable talking with a counselor, you can ask yourself these questions. You can do this on a monthly basis. You can do this on a weekly basis. Sometimes I do this every Sunday. I'm like, all right, well, what lessons did I learn? How could I have handled this conversation differently? With this situation, I realized that, I'm having a hard time trusting people. Okay, so what do I need to do to make sure that I can be better? Or what can I do to make sure that I have this quality of trusting people? And so like I said, you can do it on a monthly basis. You can do it on a weekly basis. You can do this reflection at the end of the day. At the end of the day, write in your journal. Okay, what happened today? Okay, this challenging situation happened. What happened? How did this situation make me feel? How can I look at it from a different perspective? And what to do differently when this situation comes up again. Because one thing I learned about God is that He will keep repeating the same situations in your life until you get the lesson, you respond differently, and then you move on to the next thing that He's trying to get you to learn. So life is all about growing and developing, and this glow up process is pretty much that. It's growing in every area of your life, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, all of that is the internal glow up. And so as you grow, things will then change on the outside. People will see a major difference in you. And self-reflection is one of the tools that really do help you to glow up. And so I really challenge you all and encourage you guys, like as you go into the month of August, try to implement this in your quiet time. Try to implement this in your what's the word I'm looking for? Just try to implement this in your life. Just try to implement this in your life and see the major difference and see, how you have grown from situations, and try to implement this and do this for a couple of months and then go back and see, how far you've come, how far you have grown in certain areas, and how you respond to things, how you process things. Because a lot of the issues that we have is oftentimes we're processing it or we're looking at things from the wrong perspective. So I'm going to go ahead and end it there. If you guys practice self-reflection, go ahead and leave it in the comments. Let us know how that's worked for you. If you are going to practice that moving forward, let us know. And I hope this was helpful, and have a great day. Bye.